Well, this video might get me into some trouble here. Pkrussl, you're a fucking idiot. This video will not be monetized because that's the trend with things like this. Serious topic, you can't monetize it, oh my god. Please watch this whole video before you just leave a comment saying that you hate me and you want me to die. I was not gonna talk about this at all. I wasn't gonna talk about it at all because I think it's stupid to get involved with drama. You know what I'm saying? Drama is just the most ridiculous thing. And that's why that's why I started getting involved in the animation community in the first place, was just because drama is everywhere. It's everywhere. I got involved because I saw that. And I saw that it was stupid. So I saw, especially in the animation meme community. So I made my animation meme video, and then Pkrussl, the dumbass, decided to leave some dumbass comments, and then I made a video response to those comments, absolutely destroying her, and then she made a response video to that and thought, oh, I made the last video, so I won. Wrong. But yeah, this is gonna be a much more candid type of video than I normally do. I don't even know if I'll put background music in. I mean, I might, I don't know. I'm feeling crazy. Because here's why. I was originally, the day that Pkrussl uploaded her video, the day that Atari uploaded her video about Spoctor theory, the elephant in the room. Spoctor theory! Let's just say it loud as we can. Spoctor theory! We're gonna talk about Spoctor theory. Does that make you all freaking happy? The animation community, we're talking about something. My god. Pkrussl deleted her channel because she's a little dumb bitch. Pkruss's a little baby. So she deleted her channel because she's a little baby. It's gone. The video's gone. So what happened was I watched Pkruss's video, and immediately I went to my OneNote here and I made an entire script. Not really a script, but bullet points I wanted to talk about. And the thing is, this doesn't really work if I just read it. I have to have Pkruss's video to argue all these points as they come up in the video. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna begin the video. We're gonna go through Atari's video first because it's actually still up and there are still screenshots we can look at. Pkruss's video I'm gonna have to go through in my mind because Pkruss's channel is gone. But let's watch Atari's video and respond live. Not live, but for me it's live. For you it'll be not live. Let's do it.
Let me just talk and be real with you guys for a second. If you don't care, then by all means, please skip ahead. In the past few days, a couple of people have come forth telling me and others about their experiences with Spoctor theory, who we've decided to keep anonymous.
This is a big problem with the animation community. With the internet as a whole. My fucking god, with the internet as a whole. People say that someone did something, and everyone just believes it! Everyone just believes it! I mean, my god! Like, Spoctor has since admitted to a lot of this stuff, right? To all of it, really. That doesn't change the fact that, like, the actual video that Atari made, though, is really poor. It's a poor video, you know? How am I supposed to just believe your word, you know? How am I supposed to just believe your friend's word?
There was one who came forth talking about how Spoctor had developed feelings for them, sent them nudes, said gross—
Sent them nudes, okay. Where did he send them nudes? Where did that happen? Can anyone find out where the nudes are? Leave in the comments if you find the nudes. Hunt down the Freeman, more like hunt down the nudes, am I right? Let's take a look at this though. Because a lot of people like to just kind of, believe what the ranter is saying without actually, like, looking at the goddamn screenshot. Let's read this together. Spoctor. Besides, want a little secret? Unknown person. Sure. Spoctor. Girls say pubes feel better when writing the D. That stands for penis. People I've spoken with. Unknown. Damn, never knew. Spoctor. It's tingly and gives a sensation. You can imagine it. Unknown. Woo! Spoctor. Yeah? So where at all in this is the sexual harassment is what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Okay, not one time did the unknown person say, that makes me uncomfortable, stop. Not one time. They went along with it. They went along with it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it just cuts off. It just cuts off. The dog is barking like crazy, I tell you what. How do you think sex happens? It doesn't just happen. You have to say something sexual first. Like this. That's how the conversation is initiated. You have to say something like this, you know? If the person doesn't want to continue, they say, no, stop. It's simple as that. They don't say, damn, never knew, and participate in the conversation if they don't want to do it. That's just being a dumbass. If you don't want to do it, you say no. Because otherwise, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? There's literally no indication that this person doesn't want to continue. There's zero indication. If anything, it's an indication that they do want to continue because they keep responding, you know.
Literally told them that their boyfriend didn't have to know when they mentioned that they've been in a relationship themselves since November.
Okay, where the hell does it say that, Atari? Where? Their boyfriend doesn't have to know that they've been in a relation. Where the hell does it say? What the hell? Where does it say that? What do you mean? Let's read this together. This is another screenshot that just popped up on screen without a word being said about it, but let's read it. I always do. Emoji. Oh yeah. Another thing about me. I come a lot. Then unknown says, lewd. And then Spoctor says, like, at once. Okay, Spoctor, calm down just a little bit. But that's how people talk, man. That's how people talk. I mean, what the fuck? What do you 16-year-old kid, dude? What do you mean? Like, what are you trying to say by showing this screenshot? The person didn't say, that's disgusting. Stop talking about that. They said lewd. That's what they said. They said lewd. Because it is. They didn't say stop. They didn't say no. They didn't say, I don't like this. They said lewd. As in like, wow, that's lewd. Tell me more. Pinagrin showed this also. Pinagrin's a dumbass. I'd love to see those legs open up. That's from Spoctor. Spoctor said that. You don't gotta give a good angle. You can let me see a stomach shot. IDC. That means I don't care for all you normies. And then unknown says, ah, that's so out of my comfort zone. That's great. What's the context? Context is very important here. What could have been happening before this conversation? You know what I'm saying? Don't you think it's possible that unknown could have sent a lewd image and then Spoctor was like, wow, that looks very good. You are sexy. And then the person says, thanks. And then after that, Spoctor says, I'd love to see those legs open up, trying to progress the situation more, right? You don't gotta give a good angle. You can let me see a stomach shot. I don't care. This is completely normal conversation. Like it or not, this is completely normal. You're never going to have someone just send you nudes out of nowhere. You have to ask for them like this. He's not saying, send me a nude picture or else. He's saying, I'd love to see those legs open up. You don't have to give a good angle. You can let me see a stomach shot. I don't care. And then the person said, that's so out of my comfort zone. Okay, what happened after this image? This is 3 images from an entire conversation, or 3 messages rather, not images. It's very possible that after that message, Spoctor could have said, I'm sorry, let's change the subject. It won't happen again, you know? We don't have a clue what happened after that. When you assume what happens above and below, you make an ass out of you and me. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Don't assume, Pinagrin and Atari. You both use this screenshot.
Keep in mind that this person is a very young teenager.
A very young teenager. Yeah, just like Spoctor is. A 16-year-old boy. A very young teenager. Don't try to make this issue into a child. You're trying to make Spoctor look like a child predator. He's 16 years old. He's 16 years old. If it was me, yes, that would be I'd be a child predator. He's 16 years old. My fucking God. What is wrong with you? He's literally a child. He's literally a child. I don't understand. Like, what? All right, so we have some out of context messages with literally, there's no above and no below. There's no above response, no below response. It's just Spoctor saying stuff. For all we know, he could have been saying this to himself. Like, what? There's no context. This is complete dumbassery. This is dumbassery. There's no context. What are you gonna do about it? And then how do we know this is even the same conversation? Who is this conversation with? My God, like what the hell, man?
To them right. They didn't want the attention and they most certainly weren't giving him an invitation to say and do the things that he did.
Yeah, okay. They weren't giving him an invitation to say and do the things that he did. Right, this is from that earlier screenshot. Remember the last message that was on that screenshot with no below context? But I'm not comfortable doing that. Okay, what did Spoctor say after that? Did he say, okay, I respect your boundaries? What did he say in response to that? I mean, what the hell, man? If you're talking to someone, right, and you have a little thing going, right? You have a little thing going, there's a connection, right? You might try to, like, you know, do some sexual shit. That's just what humans do. And the only way that happens is by talking about sexual stuff. And someone has to initiate it eventually. And if the other person doesn't want to be involved with it, it's as easy as saying no. And this person did, right here. I'm not comfortable with doing that. What Spoctor said beforehand was not wrong in any way whatsoever. That's just how normal conversation between horny teenagers goes. And it's totally okay to say no like this. It's totally okay to say no, to say I'm not comfortable. What matters the most in this conversation is what Spoctor responded with. Did he say, you know, I respect your wishes, or did he push the issue even farther? If he pushed the issue even farther, then that's being a dumbass. That's being, you know, that would be going into sexual harassment territory, right? But we don't know because the context is just not there. It's just not there. On purpose? I don't know. I don't know. It certainly fits your narrative better without context, I can tell you that much.
This also counts as sexual child abuse.
Sexual child abuse, yep. Even children can be child abusers, yeah. See, this is all fine and good if it's an adult with a child, but if it's a child with a child, you know, like a sexually mature child with another sexually mature child, what's the issue? What you're doing here, all right, what you're doing here is you're being evil. You're being absolutely disgusting. This is disgusting. Both Penegrin and Atari, you're disgusting people, disgusting. You're out here trying to make a 16-year-old boy look like a child predator. He's a 16-year-old boy. What the hell? What do you mean? Spoctor is too horny for his own good, right? We can all agree on that. But nothing that has been shown to us so far has been bad. Nothing has been bad yet. Literally everything is explainable. Everything is. Like, I don't understand what the whole issue, from the moment I saw Penegrin's first video, I literally did not understand why everyone was making such a big deal about it, because I saw right through the bullshit. I should have made this video when Penegrin's video was still up so I could, you know, go through it piece by piece like I'm doing with Atari's and go through it, you know? But I didn't. I waited because I was scared. I'm still scared, honestly. I'm scared that this video will cause friends that I've made recently to hate me. I really hope that doesn't happen. That would suck. This is just my opinion. I mean, my God, the whole thing just seems ridiculous to me. It seems insane. And I just want to explain why I see it as complete bullshit. I think it's totally unfair that this happened to Spoctor. I think it's totally unfair. And the danger of it is Penegrin now believes that she has the power to destroy people. That's a horrible, horrible thing. That's a really bad thing. Because Penegrin was trying to go after Digby after this. You let it get to your head, Penegrin. You let it get to your head. Penegrin needs to be stopped. Penegrin's a whiny little baby. Has an ego way, way too big for her own good. I mean, my God.
There are 5 other accounts of people coming forward to us with evidence that Spoctor did the same stuff to them.
Yeah. Where the hell are they? Where's the 5 other ones?
Always said gross things.
Well, I love being called daddy. Huh, I'm weird. Not really. XD? I don't understand why this is even used as evidence at all. Because Spoctor says, I love being called daddy. I'm weird. Then the person encourages him and says, not really, you're not weird. What? How is this evidence against Spoctor? What do you mean? The person is totally going along with it. Totally going along with it. The person didn't say, ew, that's weird, that's gross. Don't say that. I'm not gonna call you daddy. They said, no, you're not weird. XD. What the hell's wrong with this community? Using this as evidence that Spoctor is a child predator. What is wrong? Like, what the hell? When my fans do it, I laugh just for show, but like I'm dying on the inside when they do it. Haha, do you like making me queasy? Yeah, Spoctor's a weird dude. Spoctor is strange. He's very weird. He's very, very, very weird. Some people like to be called daddy. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people like to be called daddy. What is so wrong about that? Everyone has their own preferences. As long as you're doing it with someone who wants to call you daddy also. There's nothing wrong with that. It looks like this person wants to call Spoctor daddy. Otherwise they would have said, no, that's weird. I'm not gonna call you daddy. You know?
To draw not safe for work of their OCs, even after the 13-year-old artist.
That's not helping. Okay, so this is totally, once again, it's not the same image as the previous image, so this could be an entirely different conversation. You know, this could be an entirely different conversation. That's not helping. Call me daddy, I might be forced to beat you. All right, you naughty slut, LMAO. There's no context, so I can't really comment on this. What's the context here? Some people like to role play like this. It's totally fine and normal and everything. I know my channel is all about like cringy bullshit, but this is totally fine and normal. Totally fine and normal behavior. You know, wanting to be called daddy is totally fine and normal behavior. What's not fine and normal is if you say, I want to be called daddy, someone says, I don't want to do that, then you keep trying to push them to do it. That's not normal. But that's not happening here. There's not, all we're seeing is what Spoctor is saying here. Like, what happened in between here? This is not evidence of anything. This is out of context messages with no responses to them. I mean, my God. I mean, what if it went like this? That's not helping. Call me daddy, or I might be forced to beat you. You know, what if they responded just dad? And since it wasn't daddy, Spoctor responded, all right, you naughty slut, LMAO. You know, they did it on purpose to egg him on. Don't you think it's totally possible that that could have happened? There's no context. I don't know what's happening. All right, here is 3 messages again, out of context. Yeah, so I'm horny AF right now. I don't know why. Lovely. Now, this is text. It's not speech. It's text. So this could very well be saying lovely sarcastically, as in that's really weird. Why would you say that? Or it could also be saying lovely as in like literally meaning that's lovely. We don't know. There's only 3 messages here. If I could see below this and see how this person continued to interact with Spoctor, I could tell whether they were actually wanting to be horny with him or not, you know? But there's no context. There's nothing continuing on past this. I need to go do some research. Research? Yes. No, not allowed. Illegal. Why not? You have any good prawn suggestions? All right. Do you know that I say stuff is illegal all the time as a joke? That's illegal. I say it all the time. If somebody who was an adult talked to me as an adult and said, I need to do some research. And they were talking about porn. I would respond with, that's illegal. But I would fucking give them porn to look at. I would give them porn to look at because it's called friendly banter. That's illegal. That doesn't mean anything. They didn't say, no, stop. I don't want to do that. Stop. They just said, no, illegal. It very well could have been a joke. You know what I'm saying? So here's a nice little anecdote from someone that we're using as actual evidence. Poofed. Nice for context. I'm his ex. I swear to fuck, I'm not some desperate ex drooling over lizard dick. This shit's just bad for like literally anyone to do. And we're both minors. I being the younger one. And he was constantly sexual towards me. Was he? Or was he not? He was constantly sexual towards me. You expect to be taken seriously when you put question marks for a statement? Was he or was he not? You're questioning yourself. Was he or was he not constantly sexual towards you? Was he or was he not? When I told him I'm uncomfortable, he'd just go, but dating me will get you used to it. All right. Do you have proof? That's what he said? Do you have proof? No? Okay. Let's move on then. Then when my 13-year-old friend was venting, he just turned and said, go touch yourself or something then. Oh, bringing up the 13-year-old. Oh, man. 13-year-old. Oh, geez. The 2-year high school difference between Spoctor and this person, yeah. You know, when I was 13 years old, I said stuff like this to people. It's a fucking joke, is what it's called. Go touch yourself or something. Then that's a joke. If this was my 40-year-old boss and I was 12 years old working at a grocery store or something, you know, 14 years old working at a grocery store, that'd be a little bit different. When I was 17, when I was underage, 17, one of the people I worked with at my grocery store, who is way older than me, made jokes like this all the time to me. And I thought they were funny. There's nothing wrong with it. I thought there's nothing wrong with it. I still, to this day, do not believe that there's anything wrong with that. Unless the person expressly says, wow, that makes me uncomfortable for you to say that stuff. Stop. You know? Then you would stop. But once again, there's no actual evidence that this even happened. It's just anecdote. You can't just blindly believe anecdote. Then to my other 13-year-old friend, he kept pushing her to draw a gif of us two, even though she said she was uncomf and didn't want to several times. When she finally gave in, he kept DMing me really weird stuff about it, even though he said he wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, I need proof in order to believe anything, because I'm not Pentagrin. I'm not Atari. I actually, like, need to have something proved to me before I blindly believe that something actually happened and make a fucking video that destroys someone's career about it, yeah, I need to actually have evidence that it happened. You know what I'm saying?
He kept constantly going up to me and my friends and be like, what's it feel like to be with a rancher like this? And how does it feel to be with someone 10 times more popular than you?
I will say, after doing a stream with Spoctor, I did a stream with Spoctor, fun fact. After doing a stream with Spoctor, I will say, he likes to talk about himself a lot. He is one freaking self-absorbed lizard, right? I'm not denying that Spoctor isn't a dumbass. You know, we're all dumbasses. We're all dumbasses in one way or the other. Spoctor has a huge ego, huge ego. When during the stream, he was talking about, you know, Jakun was in the stream also. He was talking about how, you know, Spoctor started off with a lower amount of subscribers than Jakun and rose past and just wouldn't shut up about it. He kept talking about how great his numbers were for his live streams. He just wouldn't shut up about it. That's one thing that Spoctor likes to do, and I do think it's stupid. I agree with you on this point. Spoctor likes to just talk about how successful he is. That's how he is, and I think that that's bad. I agree with you there. He's not a fucking child predator, though. He's not a child predator. Get the facts straight in your mind. He's egotistical, but he's not a child predator. It's two totally different things.
He has this whole facade going on to make people think he's older. Voice changer, big adult lizard man talk sprite. He's never stated his age anywhere aside from to his friends, and yet no one questioned him for anything. Questioned him for what exactly? How he constantly endorsed not safe for work images of his OC.
LOL, check this out. A fur affinity. Now you guys can send me the lewdest of lewd Spoctor fan art without DA eating you up. How dare a 16-year-old boy ask for porn? It's almost like that never happens, right? There are no 16-year-old boys who look at porn. There's zero, especially if you're a furry, you know? There's no 16-year-old furry boy who looks at porn, right? Let's not fool ourselves, Atari. Let's not fool ourselves, all right? Let's also not fool ourselves with this. I bet you a good solid 90% of the art that was sent to him that was in SFW from this was drawn by children, by other children. I bet you $1 million. I bet you 10% or less was drawn by people 18 or older, and the rest was drawn by children, because this community is like 90% children. That's why it's so fucking stupid and retarded. That's why all these people have ranting channels where they complain endlessly about stuff. That's why it's so toxic, because it's full of children. I mean, you're making it out to be like, because Spoctor is 16 years old and wanted to do sexual things with other people around his age, right? Wanted to look at porn, that he's somehow a sexual monster. No. Is he a dumbass? Yeah, absolutely he's a dumbass. Is he a monster? No. No. He's no Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's a monster.
Literally held a contest where the entire premise was to draw seductive drawings of his OC. No one questioned anything. We'll get more into that later.
Why the fuck would you question it? It's not like he was jerking off to it. It's funny. It's a joke. Draw my fursona in a sexual manner. It's funny. I don't know what the hell is the big deal. And also, let me bring up this other lovely point here, okay? Spoctor, for all intents and purposes, is an internet personality. He likes to think that he's famous, but he's not famous, all right? He had 70,000 subscribers before shit hit the fan, all right? He never was famous. Famous is when you hit 1 million subscribers, you can start calling yourself famous, all right? But nonetheless, he was an internet personality, right? A popular internet personality. He asked people to send him lewd art of his character for a contest. If you are breaking the law by sending in art to that contest to a popular YouTuber who has never revealed their age publicly, but uses a voice changer to make it seem like they're 18 or older, if you're breaking the law by doing that, then the law should be changed, because that's retarded. I had no idea that Spoctor was under 18 years old before all this bullshit happened. I thought he was at least 21, if not, I thought he was older than me. I don't understand the big deal. I really don't. It's a 16-year-old boy having fun on the internet. I don't understand the big deal. This is no Jake Paul. This is no Logan Paul. This is no Bill Cosby. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, trust me, sexual harassment is a big deal. It's wrong, but I fail to see where it happens. I mean, I really don't understand why this was such a big deal. I really don't. And I pretended to be mad about it, you know. I made a couple tweets here and there, you know. I just don't see it. I just don't see why everyone's so mad. I really don't. It's like one person says something that's really, really misleading and bending the facts to fit their agenda, and everyone on Earth just believes them without even questioning it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting is what it is. Blown way out of proportion.
It isn't just some petty friend drama or some kids arguing with each other.
Yes, it is. Everything in the animation community is just that. It's a petty argument and it's kids drama. Every single thing in the animation community is that. The only reason I'm commenting on this is because I don't want Spoctor to be labeled as a child predator when he's not a child predator. That's the only reason I'm even getting involved. Because honestly, I had a great time streaming with Spoctor. I thought he was cool. I don't want him to be labeled as a child predator when it's not fucking true. You know, I think I have a really unique perspective on this whole situation because I'm very, very new to the whole animation bullshit community. And as an outsider looking in, I have no idea why you're all, what the big hubbub is around all this. I really don't. It's almost like everything becomes drama. Everything. It's ridiculous. You're like a bunch of little preschoolers. Oh, this person hit me. Ah. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind.
I don't see how anyone can defend this.
What do you mean you don't see how anyone can defend this? What do you mean? Your video is bullshit, Atari. Your video is complete bullshit. You can't just call someone a child predator with weak-ass evidence like that and expect people not to defend it. Not to defend Spoctor. The hell's wrong with you? Do you understand what you've caused? Do you understand the damage that you've done? You and Pinagrin both are fucking morons. Do you understand the damage that you've caused? The irreparable damage? People forever now will associate Spoctor as being a child predator. Who is the bigger asshole here? Is it Spoctor or is it you?
He doesn't pay his artists for his sprites.
So this is a conversation between Pentagrin and Atari that they're using as evidence. The two people who made these videos against Spoctor, who are totally biased, right? I don't have the screenshots because his first account got deleted, but this is still proof that it happened. Really, this is a conversation between you and a conversation between you and Pinagrin is proof that Spoctor doesn't pay his artists? Really? Are you autistic? Are you fucking retarded? Like, that's like me starting up a chat on Discord. Okay, let me start up a chat on Discord. Did you guys know that PewDiePie is a child rapist? I said it in this chat, so it must be true, right? This totally counts as evidence. Do you know Pkrussl is gay? Well, can't argue with that one now, can you?
He posted, "I'm not moaning for money anymore" on DeviantArt one time, and I got hella confused over what that meant. So I asked him, and he admitted that he begged for donations on streams. What does this money go towards? A fursuit that he also tried to beg to get for free.
What the fuck is the problem with that? What is the problem? He's a YouTuber. You're a YouTuber, Atari. What the hell? That's what we do. That's what we as YouTubers do. We beg for money. We're professional e-beggars. I beg for money every single time I stream. I tell people, hey, here's how you can donate. Go right, make a donation, become a patron. Like, that's what I do for a living. That's what you do for a living. That's what Spoctor does. What the fuck is wrong with you? Of course we beg for money. What do you mean? How are you even using that as an argument about anything? Who cares what he spends his money on also? Who cares? All my money that I get for, you know, donations for YouTube and everything, I do it full time as a job. So it goes towards rent, right? Spoctor is 16 years old. He doesn't have to pay rent. He lives with his parents, probably. I don't know his life story or anything. He probably lives with his parents. He probably doesn't have to pay rent. Who cares what he uses his money on? Who cares? What do you mean? He's working, he's streaming, he's making these videos, he's earned that money. He can do what he wants with it. The hell?
He also sends his subscribers to attack people. What you see here is a link to a status update where he calls out an art thief and uses the phrase intimidate to get the artist to back off.
Yeah, deleted user 06C1F3B9. How the fuck are we supposed to believe that that is Spoctor? How are we supposed to believe that? I'm just trying to intimidate them with the status in GL And then Pkrussl says, well, yeah, that's fair. You got the audience to intimidate them. Pkrussl fucking agrees with him. Pkrussl's egging him on. So if you're calling out Spoctor for this, why are you not calling out Pkrussl? The amount of bullshit that comes off of both of your videos is insane. Too bad Pkrussl is gone.
I'm sure that everyone is wondering by now what my experience with Spoctor has been like. All I can say is that we hardly ever spoke and only got together to discuss small, mediocre YouTube things.
Yep. So you're just taking someone down based off of things other people have told you. That's what you're doing. Kind of stupid is what that is. It's kind of dumb. Yeah, so both Pkrussl and Atari disabled comments and ratings on their videos because their opinion is the only one that's correct. Anything else is wrong. It's my opinion or nothing. It's my way or not at all. You sound like a little child. Let's take a look, Atari, at your social blade. Atari. God damn it, it took me the fucking... I don't really believe for 1 second that you did any of this just because you thought it was good to do. This was April 18th. Let's go to April 18th. 4/18. All right, look, we got 50, 54, 99 subscribers. Oh, 366. Oh, 1,372. Oh, 677. Oh, 5. It hasn't gone back down to a normal level until yesterday. You cannot tell me that you didn't know that this is gonna happen, right? You can't tell me that. You know well good. You and Pkrussl both got a boost from this, by the way. So, Pkrussl's video is the same as Atari's video. It's the same regurgitated bullshit. It's just more retarded because Pkrussl is more retarded. You know, it's just the same regurgitated bullshit as Atari's video. They're all the same. They're all every video about Spoctor. Stay away from Spoctor theory. He's a child predator. Ooh. What have we learned today? We've learned that people have the power to take down someone's entire career based off of just accusations from people. We've learned that people like to blow things like way out of proportion. We've learned that the animation community is toxic. We've learned a lot today. And I've been silent on everything until now. And I really shouldn't have been. I really wish that I had made this video. I really wish that I had made it the night of. No one has even spoken out against Pkrussl or anyone until today, as of the recording of this video, with this video from Ponder Sprocket. This is the only one. And after seeing the reaction, I think that I'm finally freaking safe to say all this stuff. I've been afraid to say all this stuff. I have. I don't see what the big deal is. I don't see what the big deal is. Is Spoctor an asshole? Sure, a little bit. I mean, he's a little bit of a jerk, right? But what he is versus what people say he is in these accusation videos is like night and day. It's night and day. I think it's complete bullshit that people can ruin someone's career with this dumbass bullshit, you know? It's stupid. If Spoctor wanted to sue for defamation, he would win so hard. Anyway, thanks for sitting through this. This is probably a long video. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I've been recording for an hour and 40 minutes. Usually I record for 30 minutes to an hour, so I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I'm gonna edit it very lightly, so I apologize for that if the editing isn't up to par, because I just wanna get this out here. I just wanna say what I wanna say, you know? So thanks for bearing with me through this. See you all next time. And goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.